Welcome to Architecture Bliss channel. Have you ever walked into a kitchen so small yet so warm that it felt like stepping into a memory? There's a kind of quiet beauty that lives inside small rustic kitchens, where the light hits the grain of old wood, where the scent of herbs mingles with the hum of a kettle, where every imperfection adds character instead of taking it away. It's not about how much space you have, it's about how you make it feel. That's the secret that turns an ordinary kitchen into a cozy haven. So grab your favorite mug. Imagine that morning light filtering through linen curtains. And let's dive into the heart of rustic coziness. Because even the tiniest kitchens can hold the biggest stories. And if this episode sparks an idea for your own home, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more inspirations, and share your favorite cozy kitchen tip in the comments. We love hearing your creative takes on rustic living. If you've ever dreamed of creating your own warm rustic retreat without breaking the bank, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to explore how subtle DIY charm upgrades can completely transform your small kitchen from something simple into something soulful. These ideas aren't about flashy makeovers or expensive remodels. They're about rediscovering the beauty in what you already have and infusing your home with authenticity, warmth, and life. The beauty of a small rustic kitchen begins with one core idea: authenticity. In rustic design, nothing feels forced. Every surface tells a story of time, craftsmanship, and character. Let's start with the textures that define rustic charm. Wood is your best friend here. Whether it's reclaimed beams, handmade shelves, or a butcher block countertop, the grain and tone of natural wood bring life and warmth into compact spaces. Even small additions like a wooden cutting board, a simple stool, or framed barnwood accents can instantly add a sense of grounded beauty. If your walls feel too flat, think of natural finishes like lime wash, rough plaster, or brick veneer. These bring depth and tactile richness to small spaces without overwhelming them. Unlike modern sleek walls, rustic finishes invite touch. They make a space feel lived in, comforting, and real. And that's what cozy design is all about, creating a space that hugs you back. Color is the next layer of this story. Rustic kitchens come alive with earthy tones that mimic nature. Soft beige, clay, sand, and creamy whites layered with warm wood, mossy greens, or muted blues. These tones help light bounce around the room, making small kitchens feel larger. If you want contrast, pair these shades with aged metal hardware. Think iron handles, brass faucets, or copper pans hanging above your stove. A touch of metallic warmth enhances the organic palette beautifully. Now let's talk about light, the silent architect of space. In a small rustic kitchen, lighting is everything. Avoid cold, white light. Instead, embrace golden tones that soften the atmosphere. Pendant lamps with woven shades, vintage sconces, or Edison bulbs can make even a tight corner glow with charm. If you have a window, keep it free from heavy drapes. Let sunlight dance across your counters and floor. And when evening comes, candlelight or a small lantern on your table will turn your kitchen into the coziest spot in the house. Storage is always a challenge in small kitchens, but Rustic Style offers clever solutions. Open shelving made of reclaimed wood keeps everything visible and accessible. Arrange your items thoughtfully. Glass jars filled with grains, enamel mugs, baskets of fruit, and ceramic bowls become part of the decor. When things you use daily are beautiful in themselves, you don't need to hide them. That's the heart of rustic design. Functional beauty. If you're feeling creative, add a personal DIY touch. Replace standard cabinet doors with curtains made from linen or gingham fabric. Build a small spice rack from scrap wood. Paint your cabinets with chalk paint for a matte, handmade look, then distress them lightly for a weathered finish. Even small updates like changing your knobs or handles to bronze or ceramic ones can make a huge difference. Rustic design is forgiving. Imperfections make it real. Now let's zoom in on the surfaces, your countertops, your backsplash, and the small details that give personality. If you can't afford a full remodel, try sealing butcher block counters with mineral oil for a soft, natural sheen. For your backsplash, consider whitewashed brick, tumbled stone tiles, or peel and stick wood panels that mimic reclaimed planks. These add instant depth and texture without a contractor. Every cozy kitchen needs something handmade. It's what turns a pretty space into a personal one. Maybe it's a hand-woven rug by the sink, a crochet pot holder, or a row of mason jars with homemade labels. These aren't just accessories, they're extensions of you. They say, "This home was made with care." And if you love mixing modern convenience with rustic warmth, you don't have to choose one or the other. Pair stainless steel appliances with wooden counters. Combine clean white tiles with dark iron accents. A modern farmhouse balance keeps your kitchen functional yet soulful. Rustic design isn't about pretending to live in the past, it's about bringing the spirit of craftsmanship into the present. Don't overlook scent and sound, the invisible parts of design. A rustic kitchen feels alive when it engages all your senses. Keep a bundle of dried lavender or cinnamon sticks near your stove. Let fresh herbs grow in small terracotta pots on your windowsill. Play soft acoustic or instrumental music while you cook. The experience of being in your kitchen should make you feel grounded and joyful. Rustic kitchens thrive on storytelling. That's why incorporating vintage or heirloom pieces makes such a difference. Maybe it's a wooden spoon passed down through generations, or a metal sign you found at a flea market. These items add soul. They remind you that your kitchen is not just a workspace. It's a time capsule of your own life and heritage. Now let's explore spatial flow. Small kitchens can feel tight, but thoughtful design keeps them open. Try using a round table instead of a square one, or opt for stools that tuck neatly under the counter. If you love the look of islands but don't have the room, create a mini island from an antique console or butcher block on wheels. Flexibility is your friend. For flooring, natural materials define the essence of a cozy rustic kitchen design, grounding the space in warmth and authenticity. Widewood planks with visible grain or reclaimed boards introduce a timeless farmhouse charm, while terracotta tiles add Mediterranean warmth and earthy texture that ages beautifully over time. For a more budget-friendly yet authentic alternative, laminate flooring with a hand-scraped finish can mimic the organic appeal of real wood, offering both style and practicality. To complete the look, layer in a woven rug, perhaps in jute, wool, or cotton to add softness, texture, and a splash of natural color. Rustic charm is also about light aging, the lived-in beauty that comes with use. Don't hide it, celebrate it. Let your wooden table bear its scratches proudly. Let your copper pans develop their patina. These signs of life are proof that your kitchen is loved and used. A mark of authenticity that no showroom can replicate. If you want to elevate your rustic look further, consider creating a focal point. It could be a farmhouse sink, an open pantry, or a handmade pot rack suspended from the ceiling. These focal features give personality and structure to small spaces. Pair them with soft lighting and layered textures, and your kitchen will feel both intentional and effortless. The true beauty of rustic kitchens lies in their effortless embrace of imperfection. Unlike modern minimalist designs that focus on flawless symmetry and sleek precision, rustic interiors celebrate the authenticity of natural materials and the charm of lived-in spaces. Every weathered beam, chipped tile, or uneven surface tells a story, reminding us that warmth and comfort often come from the imperfect details that make a home feel real. In a cozy rustic kitchen, aged wood, patinaed metal, and handmade textures create a timeless atmosphere where character replaces perfection, and presence becomes the essence of beauty itself. Now, let's talk about one of the most rewarding parts: the emotional connection. Cooking in a rustic kitchen feels different. You move slower. You appreciate textures. You notice the scent of freshly cut herbs or bread baking in the oven. There's a rhythm to it, a ritual that nourishes more than just the body. This emotional quality is what separates rustic design from trends. It's timeless because it speaks to something human. Every DIY project you do in your kitchen adds not only aesthetic value, but emotional satisfaction. When you sand, paint, or hang something yourself, the space becomes truly yours. That handmade connection between you and your home is what transforms a kitchen from functional to soulful. In the end, what makes a small rustic kitchen unforgettable isn't size or expense. It's the way it makes people feel. The warmth of wood under morning light, the soft clinking of mugs, the laughter that echoes through a space that was once too small but now feels just right. And that's the beauty of it. Even in the tiniest corner, you can build a world of comfort. A cozy rustic kitchen isn't about perfection or money. It's about intention. It's about slowing down and seeing your space for what it can become. The chipped tiles, the uneven shelves, the soft hum of a lamp in the evening. These are not flaws. They are the poetry of a lived-in home. When you add your own touch, a hand-painted sign, a DIY spice rack, a worn cutting board, your kitchen starts to reflect who you are. It becomes the heart of your home, where memories simmer alongside your favorite recipes. Rustic living invites you to embrace imperfection and creativity, to make your space deeply personal and real. So take this as your sign. Open your drawers, roll up your sleeves, and start your own DIY journey. Maybe you'll repaint your cabinets this weekend, or thrift an old table that fits perfectly in that corner. Maybe you'll hang dried herbs or weave your own shelf liners. Whatever it is, make it yours. That's the essence of rustic charm, authenticity crafted by hand. As you stand in your kitchen tomorrow morning, coffee in hand, sunlight slipping across the floorboards, take a breath and smile. You've created warmth, not just through decor, but through soul. That's something no designer catalog can replicate. If this video inspired you to look at your small kitchen differently, we'd love to hear from you. What's one DIY idea you'd love to try? Drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if it brought you inspiration. Subscribe to the channel for more rustic and cozy design ideas, and share it with someone who dreams of turning their kitchen into a heartfelt retreat. Because at the end of the day, true beauty isn't found in how grand a space looks. It's found in how deeply it makes you feel at home. Until next time, keep crafting charm, one handmade detail at a time.